So I run Hawke, which stands for Helping You Help Animals. We come from Wellington, but we deploy to emergency situations where animals need to be evacuated and sheltered. So our response was building a temporary animal evacuation shelter at the Hastings Racecourse. And I think over the course of a month, we helped a lot of families. We helped them rebuild in their homes so that they could take their pets home with them. But for those who couldn't take their pets straight home or didn't have anywhere to take them to, we housed about 150 animals there over the period.
Well, and what type of animals?
Oh, we had everything, right? Mainly cats and dogs, but we also had some goldfish, and we had chickens and pigeons, and just really any animals that needed support, we were happy to help.
And how were the animals, particularly the cats and the dogs, without their owners?
I think it was a scary time for everyone. A lot of the dogs that came to us, the owners had been helicoptered away, not even knowing if their animals had made it. So we had a lot of very emotional reunions where the owners suddenly found out that the pets were with us, that the SPCA or the vert teams had picked them up and brought them into us. So they'd come rushing in and have a reunite, and the animals definitely were desperate to see their families. But we kept them safe, we kept them enriched, and we loved them as best we could until their families were ready to take them again.
Because a lot of the times in responses it's about the humans, but you're actually focusing on the animals.
Yeah, but you know what, when you focus on animals, you're also focusing on the humans, because that human-animal bond is incredible. And we travel across New Zealand. Unfortunately, we go to a lot of disasters across the country, whether it be major fires, floods, weather events, and we see people who refuse to leave. They put themselves at very risky situations. So being able to give a scenario where people can come with their animals and they can shelter with their animals with us, or they can leave their animals with us if there's something that they need to go and do. If it's a busy time for them, sort of trying to get their head around what's going on. So I think that service, it doesn't just protect the animals and keep them safe, it's actually protecting the families that own those animals too.
And how were animals being dropped off to you guys?
It was a mixture. So you had two amazing teams up here, SPCA, who were absolute legends through the whole, during the disaster, but also after it. And then VERT, the Massey University Veterinary Emergency Response Team. And then you had the others, even the human response teams like the fire department, the army, they were all bringing animals to us. And then also community members were being evacuated, finding out that they couldn't take their animals to where they were going, so they would bring them to us. So we had a lot of people who were very broken and distressed, and it was really important that they trusted us pretty quickly. So I think showing them that this is what we do and we do it well was really important.
And how long did the response last?
For us, it was just over a month. We slept on the floor of the racecourse for just over a month. And then actually with the recovery, we came back and helped people sort of rebuild temporary fencing so they could bring their animals home. We went to Wairoa, and prior to the Hawke's Bay cyclone, we were actually in Auckland. So we were 6 weeks, 2 weeks in Auckland and then a month in the Hawke's Bay. So we were pretty tired at the end of it. But you know what, we got to go home and we were safe and our homes were safe. So I just really felt for those we were leaving behind.
And you're not based in Hawke's Bay. Why did you want to come today to acknowledge?
We were invited, and we know this community is healing, and we just wanted to show them that we're still thinking about them and that we'll always be here if we're ever needed. It's not too far to drive from Wellington, and you know what, if someone wants to show you gratitude for helping them, you need to receive that, because I guess it's a part of the process for everybody.